YouTube, welcome back to After 5 Garage. We are back in the garage and we're working on the 4Runner again. So today's a fun one. This is more of my specialty, something that's more up my alley and things that I love to do. Today we are going to be upgrading the headlights and the fog lights, and it's going to be fun. This is going to drastically change the look of the car. As you can see, I still have the original OEM headlights and fog lights. This car is a 2006, so we are now 20 years old with these headlights and fog lights. So I think it's about that time. Let's get those upgraded and refreshed, and let me show you what I picked up. Okay, so I do want to keep the plastic on until they're fully installed, but just for sake of teasing you guys, I did go with a jewel eye setup. These are gonna have like a little boomerang DRL, and then I decided to go with amber pod fog lights. These should be really quick and easy to install, so we'll probably start with the fog lights first. The headlights require a little bit of wiring, which I do not mind. This is what I like to do. If you've been following the page, you know how proud I am of this. Still working great. Paint can handle. I love it. Still very proud of that. So first things first, we're gonna get rid of all the plastic on top. Grab yourself a little plastic tool. Once you get this removed, set it off to the side. Okay, so first things first, in order to remove the fog lights, we have to remove this black outer plastic. You want to save this plastic because this plastic is going to be reused. What you're going to want to do is reach underneath the bumper, and on the inside, so right here, on this side of the fog light, on the inside there will be two clips. You want to just press those down, and that's going to release this black plastic. There will be this little tab right here. As you can see, there's a little tab right there. What you're going to do with the OEM one is just take some pliers and press it down, and that's going to release the OEM fog light. So there we go. Old fog light out. And then we're going to just take our new one. Plug in the new bulb. I'm gonna go do a quick test. Now in this case, if it's not working, simply reverse the polarity on your connector. Oh yeah. Let me go turn everything off and then get everything resecured. There we go. So here we are. We got the new fog light installed. I love how yellow fog lights look on a black vehicle compared to that. So yeah, now we're gonna do the exact same thing on the passenger side. That took less than 10 minutes for both sides, and what a change it's made. Yeah, it's time to do the headlights now. Okay, so everywhere online in every video that I've looked up, it requires you to remove the whole front bumper. I think I have a trick, and I'm gonna try my best to accomplish that trick today. And of course, we're gonna record it and see if it actually works. So let's do a quick walk around on what needs to be done, and then I'll just go ahead and get it done and get these headlights put in. You're gonna come in here, you'll see a little plastic clip. That's going to remove this plastic panel underneath the headlight. Going to have a 10 millimeter here, here, and here for the actual headlight. Now there is one more 10 millimeter, and it's sitting roughly around here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen the front bumper enough to get my hand in, get this 10 millimeter out, and the goal is to basically snake the headlight out without removing the front bumper. So wish me luck. All right, it looks like we have 10 millimeter here. I'm gonna see if there's maybe one hiding up in here, but there's definitely gonna be one securing this bumper to the fender. So let's see if we could pop this out far enough to get this 10 in here and get that headlight out. All right, so it looks like my theory might be proven right. So what I did is I just loosened the bumper enough and threw some tape right here just to protect the fender right here. It's gonna be resting, so I just wanna protect the paint. But as you can see, that 10 millimeter bolt right there, we're just gonna reach in there, loosen it, and that should free up this, this headlight. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Old headlight out. And now we do the exact same thing on the driver's side. Cool. I want my running lights to be amber. With these headlights, I have the choice to make them white or amber. According to the manufacturer of these headlights, you're basically gonna untwist the, you're gonna untwist the high beam portion, and then you're gonna find the two singles, here we are. You're gonna find the two singles that are not connected, and you're gonna simply connect them. And we're gonna test, of course, but that is how we get amber instead of white. So then we're gonna put our high beam cap back on. Wow, that's tight. And then we're gonna get this cut so we can get the wires cleaned up. Oh, I could be wrong. I don't think I need to wire in this harness, mainly because I think this is for DRLs. I think this is only for if you want your lights to be constantly running in the daytime, which I do not. So I think we lucked out on this wiring. I love when a job goes smoother than anticipated, and I really hope I'm not going to eat my words now, but I'm so excited to finish this because everything's going smooth. Just got to do the driver's side. Let's do it. Once again, I'm going to do a quick test. See? I did not open the high beam and switch it over to amber, and as you can see, it turned on to white. So let's go ahead and pop this out real quick and switch it over to amber and do a quick test. Now let's do our quick test. Make sure that it comes on to amber. There we go. We have amber running lights now. Purposes, low beam, fog lights. Let's turn the fog lights off for the headlight portion. That is awesome, guys. Look at that. Clean cutoff line, fog lights. Yeah. All right, and now we're just gonna put the front bumper back on. I have to run to the auto parts store and grab some load resistors. It has hyperflash, so basically the car's computer is seeing that the turn signal bulbs are out, mainly because LEDs take less power, so the car's computer is tripped out. It doesn't see LEDs, it sees a burnt out bulb. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get everything cleaned up, buttoned up. I'm gonna run to O'Reilly's. I'm gonna grab some load resistors, wire those in, and then we can conclude this video.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, just got back from the auto parts store, and they luckily only had one pair left in stock, so I was able to snag that. Like I said earlier, this basically tricks the car's computer into thinking that it's a normal bulb and not an LED, so it's gonna get rid of the hyperflash. All you have to do, you'll see, there's two wires. One wire is going to go to the ground on the turn signal harness, and the other is going to go to the turn signal wire on the harness. And that's basically going to complete the circuit, and that's going to trick the car's computer into thinking it's a normal bulb as compared to an LED. Now, if you look down here at the harness, I have it kind of halfway plugged in. The yellow is going to be the turn signal. The black is going to be the ground. If you correspond it with the OEM harness, it looks like it's going to be red and white. So we're just going to have to tap into the red and white wire. I wanted to lay this out as easily as I possibly could to make this easier for you to understand. So one wire is going to go to this. The other wire is going to do this. So just imagine it like a full circle, okay? I'm going to plug up this harness, and we're going to see if we have hyperflash. So you see how it's pulsating like a normal turn signal? Let me show you what the other side was doing. This is what happens when you either have a bulb that's out or you have LED front or rear turn signals. Your car's gonna hyperflash like this. By adding a little load resistor, no more hyperflash. So there's one side connected. We're gonna untwist this cap. Feed it through, like that. And then this is simply just gonna go into the wire you wanna tap into, like that. All right, plug up the harness, and now we test. Nice. So you remember how it was hyper flashing before? There we go. I mean, I think the smile says it all. What a transformation, what a before and after. I mean, come on, look at this. No more 20-year-old fog lights or headlights, all up to date, LED, sequential, just bright and up to date, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about updating this vehicle. Speaking of update, I figured while we're making this video, I want to show you all the updates, all the other upgrades and updates that I've done to the vehicle. So yes, aside from the headlights and fog lights, working our way over, look at this tint. My boy John at Queen City Tint here in Charlotte, North Carolina killed it. Love the way everything looks. As you know from our last video, we did the LEDs everywhere. I did end up ordering a black shift boot. The center console, radio bezel have now been wrapped in the satin black. Pioneer radio has been installed. All these LEDs have been converted to white. The door handles, this was all nasty. Every single door handle has been rewrapped satin black. To power the Pioneer amp that I recently installed, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a Rockford amp sitting underneath the driver's seat that is powering the Pioneer amp back here. Debadge the trunk so it no longer says 4Runner or Toyota. But yeah, those are just some of the minor upgrades I've been doing. I may or may not have wheels, tires, and lift kit on the way. No promises, but we'll see what happens. I should have gotten one sooner. I've always known Toyotas are great. I've always known 4Runners are wonderful. My wife has a 3rd gen, and ever since we've met, which by the way, we are celebrating our 5-year wedding anniversary, but we met 8 years ago. And with the condition she keeps it in and how great it's been for us for the 8 years we've been together, this was a no-brainer to go get one, especially with 75,000 miles now. Like, yes, please. I'm all here for that. Do I miss the 370? Absolutely. It was a fun car. I put a lot of time and energy into that car. Yes, I will forever have a soft spot in my heart for that car, but like I've been saying, on to bigger and better things. and start preparing for our future more than we have been. I hope this has been a very informative video. Also, another thing I do want to call myself out on, a lot of people have been commenting on leaving links to the parts that I've been using. So first off, I would like to go ahead and apologize. I've been slacking on that department. So from here on out, if I install anything on my vehicles or friends' vehicles, if there is a part that I know you guys are going to need just to make it easier for you, I will make sure I put it down in the description with a link, so that way it makes it easier for you to click on that link and go buy whatever you need for your vehicle. So we're going to definitely work on getting better on that. And that's the whole beauty of this channel. With having such a low subscriber count and just starting from the ground level, this is the fun part. You get to learn and grow and adapt. So yeah, this is just one little step in the right direction. And you guys know what to do. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.